Okay.
All right, welcome everyone. Hopefully my internet connection remains okay. I think with everybody home and everything going on with COVID, it just is not the greatest. But welcome. I am Lindsay Costello, and we're so excited. Erika and I are so excited to share Zyia with you and help you learn a little bit more about hopefully this amazing opportunity that might be perfect for you. A little bit about Zyia. It began am I frozen?
No, you're good.
Okay. It began in February of 2017, so we are approaching that 4-year mark. It was started by a mom of 4 who went on a moonlit hike with her friends, and she was incredibly inspired by the light of the moon shining down on everyone and the way that everyone was working together and cheering each other on to get up the mountain. She knew she had wanted to.
Oh, she's going to freeze.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Being an active, busy mom, she decided activewear was going to be it. So she came up with Zyia. And she really wanted to bless people with this community. It's built on 4 pillars: activity, community, uplift, and light. And if you become a part of our family, our Zyia family, you'll really understand how true all of that is. This company is really built on that, and the owners are very present, very active with all of us as reps. If you send them an Instagram message, they'll respond to you. I love how how they feel like family, and how approachable they are and how willing to talk to us and welcome us into their world. It's really something special. So I started in December of 2019, and it's been a really fun ride. I just one day, all of a sudden, I just decided, oh my gosh, I think I really want to do this. I had watched my friend for like a year and a little, maybe a year and a couple of months. And then all of a sudden one day it hit me like, oh my gosh, this is for me.
Oh,
What am I?
Oh, I think she's frozen. He froze.
Shoot, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Darn it. I'm so sorry. But it finally kind of came to me that I've been an athlete my whole life. This is all I wear. This is really something I should look into. And the company was still very new. And so I knew there was a ton of room for growth, and there still absolutely is, which we'll talk about too. But it's been a fun ride. Our team is over 600 people strong now. And so now things look a little bit different, but not really. It's still kind of.
Nope.
Do you want to go?
Yep. Sorry, you were cutting out. Usually it's my internet that is kind of spotty, but I've been using my phone a whole lot because the kids are away. So whether it's school or, game. So, but my name is Erika Hackmann. I did join 2 weeks after Lindsay. So my 2-year anniversary is coming up in 4 days, which is crazy. It just goes by very quickly. I started part-time. I was coaching full-time and finishing my master's and helping with kids and my husband's business. And so basically I was like 0 to no time. And I said, I saw activewear and I said, yes. I didn't even touch the clothes, which is craziness, right? I loved Lululemon. I loved Under Armour. My team was sponsored by Under Armour, so I lived in activewear. I call it athleisure, and I like to dress it up with boots and just mix and dress it up with accessories. And so it's always been kind of like my deal. When we had Umbros, I was always sporting Umbros or Adidas or whatever when I was growing up. And I always literally like admired people who wore like American Eagle and whatnot because they were dressed nicely and I was in soccer clothes. So it's always been kind of embedded in me. I've been kind of just like an active person my whole life. My kids are active. And so when Lindsay reached out to me about this, I said yes. And after talking with Chris, and it was just kind of like, okay, I'll do this. The kit then was $395, so it was a little bit more, but like I said, there weren't as many options. Like the brand has really evolved and grown. And like Lindsay said, the Bradley family is fantastic. I've worked for a lot of people and places. I really do, when I look for people and places to work for, I really do like to align myself with who I am and the company values. And I feel like that kind of fit, even though I really didn't look at that a whole lot before I said yes. Yeah, Erin, she will text me. She will like message me back if I send her a message. We had dinner with her. They're very gracious and awesome people. So I think you'll find that if you do, and when you do join Zyia Active, that is something that you will find is very humbling and a good piece of something maybe you weren't looking for. So that's kind of my story in a nutshell. Obviously, I have about 300 something people. The growth, which we'll get into, is just crazy and unexpected, I would say. Like I said, I started just part-time. Like if I can just pay for my clothes and do that part-time on top of everything else we do here, then that's great. So I guess I'll let Lindsay talk about how you get started.
Awesome. I switched to my phone too, and I turned off my Wi-Fi, so hopefully it will be better.
Yeah, I just use my phone.
I probably shouldn't have trusted it with everything going on. Okay, so how do you become a rep? Essentially, whomever invited you here, you get with them, you go to their website, you click join, right? myzyia.com/whomever is your rep. You click join. It tells you there. I believe there's a short video there that you can watch that kind of gives you like the ins and outs, but we're giving you kind of the FAQs. So you click there, you pick which kit you want. There's a men's kit and a women's kit. You essentially get 5 items, and those items are kind of based on our inventory levels. So whatever is sort of the most in stock is usually what will be in the kit, but they try to make them staple items. And that's another thing. Style. So we have new releases every Wednesday, which I'm sure you probably do know that about us. But some of those items will release and they may never come back. Like if they sell out, which is so possible these days, they may never come back, or they might restock once and then, they're a one and done kind of thing. We do have those staple items like, our black pocket light and tights, or our black brilliance, or those basic items that we do keep on stock, on hand. Essentially those will be in there. So you get 5 pieces. You also get a $100 gift card. It is $295. You get I think it's something like $50 in business materials. Like you get some brochures, you get some sales receipts, and like a getting started kind of thing. And then you also get your website free for the first 2 months. So that's what you do. You just go there. Essentially, you need your bank account and your social security number. That's all you need to get started. And as soon as you sign up, you're ready to go. Do you want to talk about where you can sell?
Yeah, so I know that I talk about this often, that COVID is taken us into a different realm of things. I know when I first started, I was doing probably like 4 online parties on Facebook or whatever, just online. And I was doing like 1 or 2 in-homes. I loved in-homes. I loved getting to meet new people face to face. Like that's kind of like my jam. And my tribe is full of those people. Like they don't know strangers. Like if you ever get to meet a girl on my team, Anna, she will talk to flies on the wall. Like she could sell the flies, maybe. I don't even know. But yeah, we're very people. And so that's kind of all changed in March. Everything kind of shut down, and like this is what we did. We started to Zoom calls. And I know everybody's like so overworked on Zoom because we meet our families on Zoom. We do school on Zoom. It's kind of like, Google Meet or whatnot. So it's changed a little bit. You can sell, obviously, like everything is set up for you on the website. When we get new items, that it launches right through there. You don't have to mess with inventory and whatnot. So if you have a boutique, you have a salon, if you have a gym, you own a gym, you can keep inventory there. You don't have to. You can do pop-ups in gyms. One of my first biggest events was at a burn boot camp. I just set up a table there. And then one girl joined, and obviously she'd kind of take over that little area. But yeah, you can pretty much sell. You just can't like put Zyia Active on a storefront and make it an inline store. So, and some of the bigger things like Poshmark and eBay and stuff like that, we can't really like sell on. So, but it's kind of just like, that's the beauty of it is, we're independent reps and we can take the business wherever we'd like. So, do you want to talk about, I guess, how do you get paid?
Yeah, sure. How do I get paid? Okay. I also forgot to put on we made a list and went back and forth tonight. Are there minimums? So I'll kind of touch on that really quick too, because it could be part of how you get paid. So essentially, you get paid for your sales. You get a commission for your sales. So like Erika was talking about, it's our goal to host parties every month. It's how we meet new people. It's how we increase our network and sell to new friends. So that's how you get paid. You get paid on those sales, and there is a like a commission sheet that kind of shows you how you get paid. But essentially, you have to have $200 in sales at a minimum to be paid, and then you have to have $600 in order to have your website paid for every month. And Erika and I have not ever paid for our website. It's just kind of like a business policy. And then anything under $1,000 is 20%, but anything once you hit that $1,000 level, you unlock an 8% sort of pay raise, and then you get paid 28% on everything. And then you can build a team too, and you can get paid on your team. So people host parties, and then you can join that way too. You can be the hostess of a party, and you can say, okay, well, I have these $150 in rewards. I'm going to put that toward my kit. And then it reduces the cost of your kit, and then you become a rep, right? And so your rep has built her team, and so she can earn off of your sales and anyone in your sort of downlines sales as well. So you can build a team. You don't have to. That's entirely up to you. There are sort of 3 kinds of reps that we like to say join Zyia, and one of them is like the discount, like just the activewear kind of lover who buys enough every month to make sense for her to take advantage of that 25% discount. And then there's kind of like those who like to dabble and just have sales. And then there's those who just really want to make this gangbusters and replace their income and go all in. Do you want to talk about how you can be successful if you don't feel like you're a salesperson?
I get this one a lot. I guess it's indifferent to me, like because I've been in sales, but I do get that a lot. A lot of my customers who buy a lot from me, I think I start to feel bad because I know that they can join and save. And so that's my own internal feelings. But they'll say like, oh, I hate selling. I don't like asking people. I've done fundraising, I've done sales. So like, I don't really see it as selling because I'm really passionate about it. If you think about it, I mean, you know, all the products that I buy and use, if I like something, I'm putting it on my social media. I'm literally saying, "Oh my gosh, I bought this bed set for my kids. It zips right up over the mattress. It's Betty's. Like I love it. I don't have a code or a discount. I just tell everybody about it because I love it." Essentially, that's what I do every single day. But yes, I do get paid obviously for Zyia Active. But even before then, I mean, I post pictures of things that I love that aren't Zyia Active still, jewelry or makeup or whatever. And so that's kind of how I guess my mindset is about it, is just because I don't feel like I'm selling cars or houses or things that are like not easy to sell, maybe. Maybe to some people it is easy to sell a car or house, but yeah. So I think another thing is, if you go on the website, and obviously most of the people who entertain this idea have been customers other than Lindsay and I, right? They've touched the product, they've felt it, they've worn it, whatever. They just love it. They love it, how it makes them feel. They get that euphoria whenever they put it on and they feel great. The colors, just the fit and everything. So I think if you go to the website, or you just know offhand because you've bought a couple pieces, you can see that $200 minimum a month is like maybe an outfit or two. It's like we get new items every Wednesday, like Lindsay was saying, and we're one of the only companies that captures that market every single week. So it's not like Scentsy where we have warmer of the month. It's new, it's here, it's sold out, and now we wait till next month to launch something new. It's literally here every week, sometimes more than that. And so like even like today when we had that special on limited edition leggings, like my mindset is totally different. I love that. I love that we sell out in 2 hours because it means that people love our stuff. It means that we're bringing it back, and it might be a little bit different and might not have a Christmas tree on it, but literally we are capturing the market. Not only that, you know, our customers love, but our reps love. And if you have a team of people, whether it's 4 or 5 or 500, those people are customers too. And those people are buying. So it comes full circle, and you can go to the website and see, okay, this is how much 200 is. This is how much 600 is. And if I get to 1,000, then I get 8% extra unlocked. So sorry, my dog's barking and it's just pretty standard. So, do you want to talk about, I guess we kind of already talked about building a team, right?
Yeah.
And commissions pay out on the 10th. So you get paid once a month, which is nice. So sometimes earlier, direct deposit into your account. Do you want to talk about company growth?
Yeah. And also just to kind of elaborate on what you were saying, like, I feel like, you know, you totally nailed this, but it's like, if you have a passion for it and if you believe in it, like, I completely believe in this company. I believe that activewear is like what everybody's wearing. I mean, people, it's like making its way into offices now, and people are working from home. And, you know, we were both Lululemon lovers, and it's like, I don't know, Zyia is just different. There's just this like sort of passion behind it. And so when you believe in something so much, then it becomes less about selling and more about sharing something that you love with people. And how can you solve a problem for them, or how can you help them? Like if their leggings don't stay up when they work out, or if they don't feel confident because, you know, their leggings don't make them look great, we have an answer for that, right? And if they want some extra income or something, you know, I mean, we have an answer for that too. So it's a way to help people, and that's really the way that I've looked at it. I know Erika, you have too. So that is a huge part of it too. Yeah. And so the growth of the company, like Erika said, 2020 was something to experience for sure. We all kind of like, in April, you know, the pandemic sort of hit in March and then really sort of took life, I guess, in April, so to speak. Like everything just kind of shut down. And so our whole business just went like this. Like it was like this, what we call like hockey stick growth, right? So it was kind of on the upswing, but then all of a sudden it just went like this. And so we have just been on this, you know, kind of high wave all year. And it's just every month after month, it's just been like, holy cow. And I know that they're expecting that to continue through next year. I was just talking with my coach today who consults with the company, and you know, we're getting a plan together for next year for our team and everything. And, you know, I know that they expect to see that growth continue into next year. You know, hopefully things will get better. People will be able to be around people more. And like you, Erika, I really look forward to those in-home parties again too. Those are fun. That's where you get to know people better, and where they can touch and experience your product a little bit more. And those are always just really, really fun. So again, there are, you know, thousands of reps, but there is still so much room for growth. You guys, we have not even touched the market. And, you know, having those parties is definitely a way to expand your network, to reach into your friends' network and find those great customers. Like Erika was saying, when you find those people who love it, those make the best reps, because like I was saying, when you have a passion for the product and you understand it, it's really easy to share something that you love with people that you know and people that you don't know. So it's just about solving their problems.
Yeah. And I mean, I get compliments all the time about, oh my gosh, I love your leggings, or, you know, I love that jacket. And sometimes I'm like, oh, thanks. Instead of saying like, oh, I actually sell Zyia Active, you know, even I get kind of stumbled up on that because people are like, oh, I like that. But, you know, I think they do say there's a little bit of data that says that the average company like hits growth between 36 and 72 months. And Sam does talk about that a lot. And we're right in the middle of that. You know, we're trending up on the higher end of that. And we saw that a little bit. So in my, obviously, you know, almost 24 months of being a Zyia Active rep, I wasn't expecting that growth right at March or April, but you know, I've been up with parties and reps and sales have averaged out a little bit because I'm balancing in, training teams and doing stuff like this. But I think it's just important to know that like what you want to put into this, you can get, even if it's minimal. And then the glory behind it really is when things happen in my life, for my full-time position, like Lindsay was like, okay, well, now we can do this. Now we can go, full blast or whatever. It's just, it kind of all worked out. It was just there. It was there to say, okay, maybe I need an extra $100 for Christmas or whatever the case may be. And there was no pressure of like fees or, oh my gosh, I got to pay $100 just to stay active or, and then there are things that say, you have to sell $300 in 6 months, but your kit takes care of that for itself. I have people who pick up and go and buy whenever they want. And we love them where they are. There's no pressure to like knock it out of the park. And quite frankly, some of my best reps have almost zero time and they are just consistent. They're not blowing it out of the park and recruiting all these people. They literally they love the brand. They love the community. And that's why they're here. So, that's pretty much how I feel about it.
Yeah. And I love that you brought that up because we had our like awards for our greater team the other day, and Erika was the top recruiting for like 2,000 plus people.
Yay!
So yeah, she really knocked it out of the park with that whole changing gears thing.
Yeah, I think, and I still do trainings myself, like Lindsay and I pop on trainings, and even though we're leaders here and we've built teams, we always try to just learn from other people, new or old, and whatnot. But I think the real thing here is that we put too much pressure on ourselves. We put too much pressure on ourselves to do something scary, and instead of being excited inside of that emotion, we shy away from it and we are scared of it. And so we don't do it because we're scared we fail. And really, there was no pressure for Lindsay and I. We were like, okay, let's just do it and see what happens. Like at the end of the day, we got 5 freaking awesome items and $200 in gift cards. And it just kept getting better and better. And the products keep getting better and better.
Oh,
and,
gosh.
The real problem is sometimes like the website was just, there was all of those people on the website and we had that to figure that out. And then selling out, what a wonderful problem. It's like somebody out there, including us, are making money off of that. So, I think it a little differently. I think if you look at it like I'm here to have fun and I'm here to meet new friends and I'm here to share something that I really love, then there really is no pressure, and we'll help you and guide you along the way, because that's what we get from our leaders too. So,
does anybody have any
questions?
Oh, sorry, I totally butted in on you.
Jinx, owe me a Coke. I don't know. Michelle, do you guys have any questions? Teresa, Carrie? I know Carrie is Celeste's friend. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. This is Carrie. I don't have any questions. I think
okay.
Celeste's been very informative, and I do love everything.
Yay!
I'm just gun shy and enjoying the product, but I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Yay! Good.
Absolutely. Thanks for hopping on.
I'm so happy Celeste joined. I love her. We talk often.
We're always happy to help too. I know Celeste will be a great resource, but you're always welcome to reach out to us too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I think Jill jumped off, but that's okay. Michelle, thanks for joining. Teresa, I'll post the recording in our team page. So when you girls join, then you can share it with your friends. All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.